How are y'all doing this morning? It's Friday. It's that time again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning, everybody just joining in. Hey, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button on my road to 1,000. I'm gonna move in a little closer for a second. What's up, Gamer Addict? Nah, ain't no top 10 ways to get arrested when you an illegal concealed carry owner. I'm a boss. I'm Teflon like John Gotti. I do have a firing range right out my back door, but live does not allow you to do it, and you know that. You ain't getting me to crash out. I've got content of me firing the firearms. Go to my page, look at the content. It's what it is. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Camera, if you don't like the content, bruh, scroll up. You can get to another one. That is the Maverick 88, Mossberg sister company. 12 gauge. That would be what I define as a true truck gun. Ugly, gritty, scratched up. Don't mind if it gets some scratches and dinged up. That is my everyday carry Shield Plus 9mm. Hey, to the 32 in there, tap that, double tap that screen. Shoot me a subscribe. Welcome to the 40 people that's in the room. Double tap that screen, like and subscribe. I'm on my way to 1,000. Trying to get to 1,000 subs by Monday or Tuesday. Guys, double tap that screen. Leave a comment. Yeah, I'm just standing here because on YouTube, while you have the guns out, you can't be on the screen. You can't touch them. You can't do anything. It'll kill your live. No, it's an Anthony. It's a 9mm Shield Plus Smith & Wesson. Yes, it is. I've carried that one for about 2 years as far as everyday carry. Oh, it is. It's beat. That's what I could. That's why I say that's my truck gun. That's the one that you could throw up underneath the seat or whatever, riding the dirt roads, whatever. Get it scratched. You're not gonna cry. I throw that Benelli under the seat and it gets a scratch. I'm gonna cry like a baby. This is what I define as a true truck gun. Just something that you can just. It's gritty. It's grimy. Oh yeah, Kentucky Ballistics. I'm quite familiar with them. Oh yeah, that Maverick there, as ugly as it is, runs like a brand new one. All my stuff's functional. That Maverick 88, watch that burn down video that they did. They couldn't kill it. Yeah, Kentucky Ballistic. There's a lot of good guys on here now doing content. It's great people when you meet them in person. King of Camo and stuff like that. Great guys. Hey guys, double tap that screen, hit the like and subscribe button. Yeah, Kentucky Ballistics. He got hurt with that, but then again, he was firing a 50 BMG. I don't know if it might have had stress cracks in it before or whatever. Which I really don't know what happened, but it almost killed him. Oh, it had to hurt. And it hurt his pride. Had to have hurt his pride. Actually, I own a staccato. Go look at my content, guys. Feel free to go look at the content. I have just about every gun I own on my content. I have budget firearms, which is what I focus on for people, teaching them that you can protect yourself on a budget. Also teaching people before you jump into a $3,000-$4,000 platform, you might want to get something like it to see if you even like that platform. Like when it comes to 1911s, I would suggest you get something cheaper before you go put $4,000 in something that you may not like when you get it. But I also have more expensive. I have Rugers, I have SIGs, I have Staccatos, I have all that content on my page. Feel free to go look it up. Shoot me a subscribe, shoot me a like, double tap that screen, guys. There's 40 people in here. I got 2 likes. No, Gamer Addict, I do not have an AK. I have an AR. Yes, Axon. Like I said, it's just an old, ugly one. I throw it in the truck. No, you can't touch them. You literally cannot touch them. And if somebody were to come in the room and say sit down at the end, I'd have to end the live. You cannot be anywhere near the firearms. They can even get funny on zooming in. And the more subs you get, the more strict they get. Had a guy doing a live 2 days ago. His wall fell and his firearms fell, and they ended his live and put him in a 24-hour restriction, all because his wall fell. There, if you notice, that is pre-recorded videos, like content. You can touch your guns and fire your guns as long as you're making like a short or a long video. You just cannot touch guns while you're on live. I've got videos up of me shooting online. YouTube don't mind that. They just don't like it when you go to touching stuff during live. I love the Maverick. I've got the Mossberg 500 over here in the safe. I also have the Boss 25 on the AR frame. But that Maverick, just you can't kill it. I've tried. I just said I don't have an AK. I have an AR. But that's not the focus today. The 2 that I'm showing are the focus today. Because I'm a boss. Yes, that is, Jimmy. That is the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm. That is my everyday carry. That goes with me more places than the wife does. 47 people in here. Double tap that screen. Feel free to hit me with a subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. How you like that, Ultimate? Yeah, I like the 19. I just picked up the 21 because I like the 45 ACP. I have the Shield's bigger brother. I have it in 45 ACP, so I bought the Glock 21. Um, Glocks are just a little too thick in the grip for me. Um, that's why I like the Shields. Jimmy, I love the Maverick. Everybody, and I have the 500 sitting over in the safe. Everybody on the 500 brags about the tang safety. I'm used to the crossbar, so the Maverick just fits better for me. Ha ha, Saxon. I use the Bolo rounds, and then I use the black Winchester Defenders. The pattern on them is just great. Now I've got my 1911 where it's moving flat as can be, but I put a 13-pound spring in it instead of the 17 and 18s. But it runs flat. But I tell you what, if you have a 9 and you have a 45, go out and do some drills. Take an hour or so, shoot with the 45, and then jump on your 9 and watch your pattern shrink. Man, it does so much for your accuracy. Everybody talks about the Smith and Wesson. They're being snappy. I don't notice it at all. Oh no, I can promise you, I don't have to guess if there are rounds in my firearms. I do not have to guess. Anthony, why did it redact your message, boss? Hey, 61 people in the live. Double tap that screen. Hit the subscribe button. I'm on my way to 1,000. Small channel. Just help a brother out. Now, a lot of people make fun of the 20s, man. I have a 20 in the safe. Once again, the Maverick. I love my 20 gauge. I've never been shot accidentally, gamer. I've been shot on purpose. That's where you learn gun safety and how to handle your firearms, which direction they're pointed in, that they're pointed in a safe direction. There's nobody else in the room. It's basic gun safety. That's another reason YouTube don't want you handle them on live. It's gun safety. We're doing a video, so that's how we do this. But I can promise you, I do not believe in an unloaded, no round in the chamber system in no way. I've been carrying firearms 25 years, trained, everything. I've never had an accident. Yeah, I'm not very small myself, Saxon. Red Bull. It's Friday. It's that time again, folks. What y'all getting into this weekend? What we got going on today? King Rooster, what's up? Hey, believe it or not, I had the little Daisy, and then my first actual firearm was a 410. think I was 7 years old. Daddy, what up? Hey, y'all do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, double tap that screen, double tap, come on, double tap. Y'all don't start double tap, I'm gonna sing the whole damn Sound of Music for everybody to listen to. I feel pretty, so, so pretty. Double tap that screen. Hey, I'm glad, Fetty, you just said something because I need to find out something. I found a Springfield XDM 45. I know nothing about it. I know none of the reviews. I've been trying to find some good reviews, but the guy at the pawn shop's got it for a good price. I need to know some info on that 45. How's it run? Any known problems? But I can tell you this, he got it for right at 300 cheeseburgers. So it's a good price, definitely. You don't like where this is going. Well, then scroll up, bruh. If you don't like the live, nobody's keeping you here. Well, then scroll up. Or keep making comments. That's good with me. I don't care either way. My lives are not for everybody. My lives are Pro 2A. There's tons of content creators that do the same thing I'm doing. This is for us. We go to each other's pages and people who do want to, subscribe and like. If you do not like it, move on. Disclaimer. Everything I have, I'm in a locked room. Everything's pointed in a safe direction. I have 15 acres of land. There's no homes near me, so it's not pointed towards any home. Fetty saved money for a suppressor. Oh yeah. Jack, get off the screen. Go lay down. That's my bulldog. Just popped his head up. Get down, boy. Get your butt down. Yeah, this one had the match barrel in it. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. Fit my hand perfect. Uh, I think I'm gonna go back and get it this afternoon. I told him I just wanted to do a little bit of research. He also had, and I'm a big one on buying, firearms, whether I'm getting them for parts or whatever. But he had that Burst of Thunder 380 that was missing grips. He only wanted like 70 cheeseburgers for that. It's on the top. Yep, the slide cut's on the top. And it's got the fiber optic front sight. I want to say it was green. I appreciate that, Saxon, because like I said, I was trying to watch some videos, and the main thing I've seen that concerned me is it's discontinued now. So availability of parts and stuff and things like that is what I was looking at. But for a full size, Jack, go. My dog's out here playing around. $76 people. Hey guys, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, double tap that screen. You say it that way because you can't discuss money, so we change the word. YouTube could flag you, even though we're talking about legitimate businesses. They could think that we were trying to sell. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread your section. 300. He had it marked down to 300 out the door with tax. I mean, that's with tax already in it. Yeah, they cheap junks, but they my cheap junks. But I promise you, they work every time. I don't care what ammo. I don't care what ammo I put in either one of them that's on screen right now. It will use. It will eat any ammo that you put in it. Unlike some of these semi-autos and some of the stuff that you have to pick certain ammo and certain strengths of ammo, these guns work every time. Oh, I know. It doesn't bother me. A comment's a comment. It still runs up my engagement. We're running 93 people in here. Double tap that screen, folks. 93 people. At one versus one. You talking about with hands? Police ain't gonna get me. All my stuff legal. Oh, not the foot patrol. Come on, bro. You don't even know me like that. From Thailand. No, it ain't a Taurus. That's a Smith & Wesson. Here, you move up. That's a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. But I got some Tauruses. Generally, when we throw out the Tauruses and stuff, we're just doing it to get comments, man. We're doing it to get people raged up. Yeah, my Instagram's the same. It's under. It's linked to my YouTube. It's under the same name, basically. Mortal Apex, what's up? Hey, thank you for the hearts. If y'all will double tap that screen, man. We got 127 folks in here. Let's get these. Let's get these likes up. I'll acknowledge your comment slope up, but I'm not gonna read that. I'm not getting kicked out. I'd have to turn the camera off and pull some stuff out. Give me a few minutes and I may swap some stuff around. If not, go to my content. You'll see a lot of, well, a good bit of my stuff. Reminds you of your mom's bedroom. Probably because I'm in your mom's bedroom. Bro, you can't troll the troll. Before I started doing content, I trolled, so you can't troll a troll. You can't hustle a hustler, and you can't fucks with a boss. Well, I don't have a Glock on the bed. All I have is a shotgun and a Shield Plus. And no, I wouldn't say that's all I got. Go check out my content, man. Shoot me a subscribe. Double tap that screen. Let's get it cracking up in here. It's Friday. Most of y'all ain't got jobs. You ain't got shit to do. So I'm going to get you to hang out today. Don't like the Hellcat. I like the Shield Plus over the Hellcat. Nah, they AI generated. AI generated. Look, they're AI generated. Hey Siri, change image. Oops, it doesn't work. I have a Palmetto State AR. I have a SW AR. I have, let's see, 5.56, 300 blackout. I'm trying to think what else I have. Most of mine are carbines, so I like my Ruger FPC. That content's on my page also. Go check it out. No, we don't do airsoft, man. All of us out here that do these gun tubes, our stuff is not airsoft. The magazines are sitting right there. AR-10 308. I'm actually looking into getting one of them. I love the 308 caliber. I have several bolt action rifles that I hunt with that's in 308, so the AR-10 just makes sense. No, it's not a Canic. It's a Shield Plus 9mm. Yeah, when we hashtag airsoft, it gets us views. Kind of like when we put shitty guns up, people come in and they want to trash the guns, but we're doing it just to get views. But those of you just joining in, no, we can't hold them. We can't touch them on live. If you want to see us touching them and holding them, go to our content, whether it be me or anybody who does this kind of stuff. Go to our content. Most of us have content of us shooting the ones that you see. Live, YouTube will kick us off live if we touch them. So we do not sell firearms. We do not trade firearms. This is just a disclaimer. Our community just has a love for firearms, and we go on live and we share information on guns. That's just what we do. Hey, double tap that screen for me if you will. Shoot me a subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm a small channel, nothing fancy. I do focus more on budget firearms because I believe in teaching people to, one, train, be safe, know if you like a platform or not before you go spend all that money, and then you're stuck with something that you'll never get what you put into it out of it. That's the bad thing about firearms, guys. You go out and spend $3,000 for a gun, you're more than likely not going to see that $3,000 back. That's why I tell people you can defend your home on a budget. You can defend your home and see if you even love the Second Amendment. I mean, that's the whole thing. See if you love the firearm. Too many people who are scared of guns had some jackass give them a 50 cal when they were a kid and they busted their head wide open. Now they're scared to death of all firearms. Find something that fits you, that you're comfortable with, that you can respect, and that you can be safe with. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to use it enough to train with it. And if you don't train with it, I don't care what name brand you buy, it's absolutely useless. Take it from somebody who's been in a self-defense situation. I've been on the other side. I've been laying on the ground begging don't shoot on top of a 4-year-old child that ran out of my store. I've been there. I know what it's like to have to go that route. Battle Hardened. That's the Mossberg and the Shield. Or the Maverick, I'm sorry. The Maverick 88 and the Shield. That's my It's Friday guns. I'm out here in the middle of the country. I might get assaulted by a rabid deer. Yeah, you ain't got to fire them. I put my finger in the screen, and it'll say, "Oop, in the live." Oh, the Maverick is beat up. That's what I love about it. I love the fact that it's beat up. That gun, me personally, have put 4,000 rounds through that gun, and it still has not gave me any problems. I rattle can it whenever I want to. You know, it's just an old truck gun. And the Shield Plus isn't. It's with me every day, whether I've got another piece with me or not. That rides with me and goes with me everywhere. No, I'm not racist. You obviously have not looked at my page. I got a virtual rainbow in my home. I'm raising 3 grandchildren that are multi-raced. No, my whole collection. Once again, go to my content. I ask anybody who asks, that question. Go to my content. My page focuses on cheaper firearms. However, I have a lot more expensive firearms, and the content's on my page. Check it out. Double tap the screen. Shoot me a subscribe. There's 77 folks in here. Let's get it cracking. Oh, multi-race. Yeah. I'm a mutt myself. Well, thank you, Everyday Media. And to the ones I haven't commented on, anybody who shoots me a sub, I always sub back after the live. Um, I appreciate the comments, even the negative comments. I appreciate it because this is how we grow, guys. And some people actually don't know what they're saying. Once again, they got this idea. Yes, that's all I'm gonna say. Yes, I was in the news. I saved a 4-year-old child. Also saved the 80-year-old lady. That's in my content also, or the aftermath videos is in my comment. I'm in my content also. That thing got its own zip code. What you talking about? It's got its own spot in the bed. You're exactly right. America. But about me, what's up, Billy the Kid? About me, even though our state, which is Georgia, is a constitutional carry, they don't require training classes. They don't require permits anymore. I still do my training classes. I still do my permit because I like to travel to other states, and some of the states don't allow permitless carry. So, plus, when you're pulled over and you show the officer the permit, they seem to calm down a little bit. They know if you went through the trouble to get the background check and all that, more than likely you're not going to do anything stupid. Scar? Nah, I don't have a scar, but I have something. Damn. I don't know how YouTube's going to react if I put another firearm down. I'd have to. Go to my content, you'll see. What's that shotgun been through? A lot. A lot. But hey, it's like women, man. Ugly girls need love too, bruh. Look at the shield. It's had a lot of use. I'm not one of these ones that buy one and set it in the box and never take it out. My stuff gets use. I go to the range daily. Right, as long as she goes boom when when you pull that little lever right there, that's all that matters. But now, you know, scratches do tell stories. But for real, the reason this is out today, this is what I call a truck gun. It's scratched, it's beat up, works perfect, but I can throw it up underneath the seat if I'm riding down a dirt road or whatever. I don't have to worry about it because it's a truck gun. It's a gun that I picked up for, I don't know, 200 cheeseburgers. And I can defend my home with it. It has the 18-inch barrel, 18 and a half inch barrel. I've got the pistol grip stock, collapsible stock that I can put on it. I mean, it's just my throw around. Hey, Fetty, for real, we need to do some collabs. What part of Florida are you from? Because I'm right here where I'm at in Georgia. I'm 50 miles from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm right here on the coast, at St. Simons, Sea Island, Jekyll Island. That's my area. That's the Maverick 88. The Mossberg, I have the 28-inch barrel. It's sitting in the safe. The Mossberg 500. But that's the Maverick 88. Why do we need guns? Well, from my standpoint, for that question, I'm going to address that question. I owned convenience stores and taxi cabs for over 20 years. I've been in three self defense situations. Had I not had a firearm, I would not be here today, neither would a 4-year old child, neither would an 80-year-old woman. I've been in three different situations. So that is why we own firearms to protect ourselves. Zachary, you're exactly right. You do got to clean them, but that's something else about this Maverick 88. I have had this thing in the mud and the grime, put another couple hundred rounds through it before I ever cleaned it out. Um, I just now don't get me wrong. I love my Benelli. I love some of my other shotguns that I own, but as far as a truck gun, this just to me is what I choose. It's my out of all my options I have, this is one of my go tos. No, you cannot pick them up. What are we holding for review? Up, guys. Sounds like my wife's pulling up. Send her down to the store. We live so far out, the nearest store is like 17 miles, so sent her and the grandkids away. They fixing to bust up in the other room, be so damn loud. If it gets too loud or whatever, I'll end the live. I don't want to annoy y'all. See, that's me, King Rooster. I have that semi. Matter of fact, it was on my last live. I have that Citadel Boss 25. But you got to shoot shells over 1,300 pounds, and if you're going to be over 1,600 pounds, you got to change out the gas cylinder. Um, I prefer to use. Go on, Jack. Get down. I prefer to use my pump. I can use the bird shot, the lighter ammo if I need to. You're not gonna shoot yourself. No. Hell no, man. Why would you make that comment? Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on one second. Get down. Get down. Hold on. Y'all stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'm back. There's the Mossberg 500. Out. Out. Nappy, out.
Papa, look at my nails.
Get her out. That's the Mossberg 500 compared to the Maverick. Never been on a FUD live. What makes you think I'm a FUD, bruh? Because I have not thrown out any of my ARs yet. You know, that's something else you just mentioned. Okay, the reload on this pump compared to my semi-automatic AR platform shotgun. I can reload this pump 3 times faster than I can that damn magazine on that semi-automatic. A FUD, someone who basically don't like your newer AR platforms and things like that. They say they're for the Second Amendment, but they agree with the other side on certain people shouldn't own certain kind of guns. I feel you should own anything you want to own as long as you're responsible, trained, and you're not out here doing stupid shit. I wouldn't use nothing to commit atrocities. I don't commit atrocities. Two way or no way, that's it. 2A or no way. Bro, I feel, education's everything. Training's everything. Knowing your gun laws, knowing your self-defense laws. Self-defense laws, knowing that will get you out of so many situations. That's like Georgia, Florida, different places have castle doctrine, and people say their vehicles are an extension of their home, and to a point that is true. However, it's that word, your vehicle. The moment you step out, you could be considered the aggressor. That's why if you ever have to do something like that, you stay in your vehicle and do what you got to do out of your vehicle. You never give chase. You give chase, you become the aggressor. At any point, if you become the aggressor, your ass is going to jail. I don't know why it's hiding some of you guys' comment for approval. Um, I don't control that, so all I can say is I'm sorry. I try to address everybody. Um, if I forget a few people, I'm sorry. Hey, double tap that screen, shoot me a subscribe. Let's get into it, guys. And Fetty, we definitely got to do a collab. I'll look you up in a few minutes. Subscribe to you. Bulldog said he tired of it. He going to bed. Now you hear my grandkids in the other room raising hell. I knew when they got home it was going to get off the chain. Hey, it's Friday, man. Before we hop off here, tell me where you guys are from and what y'all getting into today. I'm being held hostage by grandkids. Hey, but for real, anybody who commented today, anybody who joined this live stream, hearts out, bro, for real. I don't care if you made bad comments, good comments, the engagement. That's what I do this for. The chance that we can educate one person on the right way to handle firearms, the right way to train, the right way to be safe, the right way to love the Second Amendment community. If we could teach people, that'll go so far. That'll go so far. Because these things do have a place. They do have a purpose. And you do get jackasses that get them, and all of a sudden they want to turn into John Wick. That's not what it's about. It's about the love for protecting your family, the love for protecting the Constitution, the love for hunting, the love for the sport of shooting. That's what this is about, folks. Check out our contents, and I'm not only talking about mine. People who come on the page that are gun tubers, check out the content, see if you like it, subscribe, find other people, join the community, get educated. By all means, practice. Because if you don't practice with it, I don't care what you buy, it's useless. That's one point that I don't think anybody will argue with you that's in the gun. And us gun tubers, we got a lot of differences. We'll tell you Glocks, we'll tell you Smiths, we'll tell you CZs, we'll tell you what our favorite guns are. And we got some that we don't like. We're going to tell you we don't like them. But one thing we can all agree with, if you don't train with it, it's useless. Do them reload challenges. Do them drills. Get your patterns tight. I mean, get out there and train. No, I got you one. Get used to the sound of it because that's 80% of your miss is expecting to bang. Get to where that bang's natural. You're not flinching. You're not jerking the trigger left and right. Get out there and train. We're down to 52. But hey, we've been going a good while, guys. And I do appreciate all the likes, all the comments. Y'all hit me a subscribe. Look me up. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. And I'm on YouTube. That's the only 3 platforms I use. The Facebook's more of the family thing. Remember, you're a boss. All my folks on here today, y'all are boss. Don't let nobody steal your thunder today. You control how your day goes. Nobody else does. Oh, I know Jesus loves me, folks. Oh, damn. My comments hung up. More than useless, it's dangerous. Yep, you're exactly right, Johnny. And it may be our right. Now, that's one area I will go. It is our right. However, it's also your responsibility when you have one of these to train, learn everything you can, control your temper. I mean, there's so much that goes with owning one of these. Can you walk it out? Can you talk it out? Can you run it out? Can you fight it out? And if none of that works, then you go to the next step. Been there. I know what it's like to wake up from them dreams. I know what it's like to question yourself. Is there anything that could have been done differently? That's why I'm so adamant about the different steps in the two-way process. Oh yeah, Johnny, I'm not disagreeing at all. Not at all, bro. I'm just overall talking. Um, that damn Mossberg there, what I done, I took, when I bought it, it had the 18-inch barrel that's on the Maverick here, the gray one. I swapped barrels. So it's got the Maverick barrel on the Mossberg. And that Mossberg, matter of fact, it's like the 3rd video on my content if you go look at it. It kicked the shit out of me. And I was like, I think something's wrong with it. But it's got a little bit of kick to it. Yeah, these are just my pretty much truck guns. That's actually the longer barrel. I use it for hunting. That's the only thing I use it for. I'm not taking a 28-inch barrel trying to clear doorways. I'm gonna grab that 18-inch barrel, and then that's my Smith& Wesson Shield 9mm, and I have the Shield 45 ACP also. I've got a bunch, and as I do my lives, I swap out what I show. Okay, that's the Shield Plus 9mm. It's 13 plus 1 capacity, 210 rounds, and then I have a 15 round. I love the Mossberg 835. I just don't have one of them anymore. But I picked up this. I pick up a lot of my stuff at pawn shops because I like working on them, rebuilding them, and then they're dependable. Um, I picked that one up for 100 cheeseburgers. Did a little work to it. I'm waiting on the Wooks gear to come in, which is um, the fore end and the butt stop. And I'm gonna put the Wooks gear on it, and I'll probably drop this down to a defensive barrel. The mobster you load out. That's why, because we's boss. Hey, double tap that screen, guys. Hit the live or like the live. Shoot me a subscribe. I'm on my way to 1,000 subs. That's my goal. Actually, I have a range outside, but you cannot shoot it on live. But if you go to my content, you will see me shooting it. Come on, guys. It's Friday. What y'all got going on? My opinion on SIGs. Only if you're giving it to an ex that's going to appendix carry. Or an ex's new boyfriend that's going to appendix carry. Tiny Nuts, what's up? Wife just came in, dropped off my packages. My supplies for the day. I don't see it. I'm out here in the woods. It's the weekend. I ain't going nowhere. I'm getting all my supplies for the weekend. And I'm going to hide in my bedroom. I'm going to be like some of these keyboard warriors. I'm going to hide in mama's basement. Oh, I get a lot of stuff. Sing. That's your last name, Sing? That's my grandbaby's last name, Sing. I got an Angel Sing and I got a Navi Sing. They're Punjabi. Oh, I liked Phil Robertson, man. He told it like it was and he kept it real. He had a hard life to start with, changed his life around. I have no disrespect for the man. AR shotguns are in the safe. Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm. I'm in Georgia, Sing. My grandbabies are Punjabi Indian. Their father was from India. And I'm raising them. That shield is deadly accurate. What I do, I have the 45 version of the shield. And I'll go out and I'll shoot the 45 for, say, 35, 40 minutes. And then I'll immediately swap to doing drills on the 9. And it has reduced my patterns just dramatically. I just don't like SIGs, man. I've got one. I've got the 226. I just don't care for them. I joke about them. I joke about a lot of guns. I joke about high points. But I've owned high points. We get on here and just give each other hell over firearms. I just want people to have whatever. I don't care what you have. As long as you train and are responsible, all that matters to me. A 23. I just got the 21, Tony. The only problem I have with Glocks, the only issue that I have with Glocks, period, I have smaller hands and I have rheumatoid arthritis. The Glock frame is just too thick for me. The grip is just too thick. That's the only problem. But I have the 21. I love the FN. I have the FN 9mm tactical. Hey, double tap that screen, shoot me a subscribe. I'm just a small gun tuber trying to get to 1,000 subs. Yeah, I was. Somebody told me to look at the new Glock 30 Gen 5, but here in Brunswick, Georgia, a smaller town, I can't find one yet, and I want to find one to actually hold it before I order it offline. But my only problem, I want the 45 ACP. See, I could go with the 9mm or even the 380 and get a smaller grip, but I want that 45 ACP. I mean, I every day the Smith and Wesson Shield. I'm comfortable 5,000 rounds plus on this platform. Um, that is and will remain my everyday as far as my automatic go-to. Now I back up carry a 45. Order from PSA. They just got a PSA in Savannah, Georgia, which is like 60 miles from me. I haven't went in there yet. My wife's kind of scared for me to go in there. She knows what I'll do if I go in there. Oh, my Shield Plus, I can't rave enough about. Um, I left the Hellcat platform to go to the Shield Plus. And 10mm is good, but once again, for me, I'm not saying for anybody else. I have rheumatoid arthritis. I have smaller hands. I don't want nothing overpowering because I want to control where every shot goes. I don't want no over penetration. I don't want no over travel. I'm just confident. For me, once again, this is me. I'm confident with that 9mm, and I'm confident with that 18.5 inch barrel shotgun. As far as what I carry now, when I'm at home, oh, I'm gonna break out the AR. I'm gonna break out the different things. But if I've been to town or I'm out and about, I'm carrying that 9. Not to mention 9mm, 22, and stuff like that's more common to find. 12 gauge shells. During our ammo shortage we had, people was catching hell finding 5.56 and stuff like that. I was still getting 9mm. I was still getting 22. So it showed me ahead of time if we have a problem, what the go-tos are going to be. The 7.62 around here, we still catch hell finding. My 5.7 ammo, we still catch hell finding. 10 mil, I still hear people complaining about. In my area, once again, it may change from state to state in your area. I don't knock nobody for anything they carry. I carried a buffalo bore in my 357 Magnum. Um, I like the buffalo bore ammo, and then I got a 44 long. I used the buffalo bore and the 44 long Colt also. Yeah, I got a few. I got a few 5.56s. See, once again, 40. That's another caliber around here that we're having problems getting is 40 cal. Now you can go to ammo sites and order it offline. I'm just saying, being able to go to the local, Academy Sports or whatever and pick up, it gets, when they start putting a 2 box minimum on everything, I mean maximum on everything, it gets hard to get ammo sometimes. See, my 45 ACP rounds for 50 is costing me almost 40 or better. Oh yeah, well, not anymore. Brookside, they've backed off some, but if we start having issues, yeah, they'll throw a maximum immediately. And still, I'm sorry, there's still certain ammos, some of the harder to get ammo, like 10 millimeters, one of them. They won't let you get 2 boxes. And then you go to pawn shops and they start breaking them down in Ziploc baggies like you buying a gram. During the height of the ammo shortage, they were selling like 6 to 10 shells in each Ziploc for like 20 bucks. That's a good price on the tins. See, that's me. I'll order offline, but like if I'm having a range day and I didn't bring enough with me and I want to extend my range time, I'll run over to Academy and try to grab something. But I've got like bricks of the Federal 9 millimeter. I mean bricks. I order that by the case, but I go through a lot of nine. 7.62 by 25 is that's what I was saying earlier. That's one of our rounds here that is hard to find. And if you find it, you're going to pay a premium for it. That's like certain 12 gauge rounds. I like shooting 8 pellet compared to the 9 pellet double aught buck. I can find 9 pellet all day long. The 8 pellets are getting harder and harder to find. Wait, who has the massive ammo deal? Tony, I don't know. I talked to a lot of people. Well, there's some people in some states that are getting stuff that we can't even touch. I got bolo rounds. I got Dragon Breath bolo rounds. The Defender rounds. Yeah, I was on ammo. What is it? Ammo.com, AmmoSeek.com, or something like that earlier. No, actually, I wouldn't. There's no way you could. That's why I'm just gonna stay here at the house when this shit hits the fan. Cause that's a whole nother live for a whole nother time. These right here only start to prepare you for shit hits the fan. Half of you folks couldn't go without air conditioning, internet. Remember a while back when all the phones went down? I made a short on that. Everybody went buck ass wild because they couldn't talk to anybody for a couple hours. Man, you got to be so prepared when it comes to shit hits fan. I'm saying right here at the house. That's not many. That's only 3 on the bed. I ain't even. I got more than that in the small safe, much less through that door that you see in front of you. Oh, I got way better artillery, my friend. This is just what I'm choosing to put up today. I get to my 1,000 subs, and you'll see the content change to a few better. Where's that grand tour? I'll show you once I hit 1,000 subs. But just quickly, I'm gonna move the camera. Not touching any firearms, YouTube. I'm just moving the camera slowly. Whoop. There's more stuff in there. There's more stuff through that other door. I got the little pink Cricket 22s in there for one. I had more comments on my pink Cricket 22s I bought my daughters 20 years ago than I have almost any of my videos. I got a few. Not as many as some. I'd like to have more. You never have too many. It's an addiction. Why? Because we a boss. Everybody on this page is a boss. My teddy bear hat. My Punisher coin. My Stone Mountain coin. Never Brookside. Never. Now I'm looking for a AR-10. I like the 308 caliber, and I've seen several of them on some of you guys' YouTube content, so now I gotta have one. Well, what are you describing as battle? Because to me, there's battles out here in the streets daily. No, I don't have the bullpup, but what I am contemplating on is that Draco. Um, Particularly, I think the one Dust Cover has. If you go on Dust Cover's page, I don't like the Ogs and the bullpups because of the way you, on most of them, the way you have to reload them behind you. That once again, it's just my preference. I'm so used to the AR platform and the pumps and the handguns that I feel like that would slow me down, and I'd have to have a whole lot of training to mess with the bullpups. Well, that's like me. Everywhere I go, I carry two handguns and a long gun. I usually have my Smith and Wesson foldable carbine, which is a 9 millimeter. I could just throw it up underneath the seat, or either this 18-inch Mossberg, or 18.5-inch Maverick, and then I'll carry the Shield 9 and either my 1911 45 ACP, or I'll carry the Shield 45 ACP. I've got a 1911 that I bought purposely. It was a cheap Turkish made. It wasn't the T-Size, it's the Gersan. I completely took it down to the frame, sandblasted the frame, had it refinished, done the sear spring, converted the sear spring from 23 pounds down to 19 pounds. I put a 13-pound recoil spring, changed the safety spring. I changed, put bulletproof firing pin, bulletproof extractor. I throated the barrel. I done everything to this firearm. And now I would run it with my Kimber because there's no issues. I missed something. Brookside, what are you talking about, 20 or 29? Oh, okay. I got you. All right, guys. I gotta hop off here because I gotta go in there and help my wife. Hey, man, it's been great live. I appreciate all the comments, all the love, all the likes, all the follows. Y'all stay strapped. Y'all stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your time with your family. Have a blessed day.